Matagal ko na itong hinihintay. Vivo X200 FE, FE or Fan Edition. Flagship-like experience at a very affordable price. And yes, this looks really like a flagship, pero mura-mura lang. For so long, I have waited for this kind of design kasi nga last year guys, si Vivo X200 Pro ay yung favorite camera phone ko. Kaya lang, yung itsura niya ay para siyang camera na may konting cellphone. The camera lens was very big, very front and center. Pero syempre, the camera was uncomparable, unlike any other I've ever seen. And also very pricey, parang hindi kayo nagpantao. But now, what have I told you? Kayang-kaya ba na to? With just half the price. Now, the Vivo X200 FE has a flagship iPhone-like design. Ang ganda, ang pogi. Very premium, very luxurious. Guys, look at that. Nagbabalik si ZEISS. Pill-shaped camera module na po siya. Mas pang daily driver. Natest na naman yung camera? Natalo ko niya sa iPhone. Even the performance is flagship-like. Powered by the MediaTek Dimensity 9300 Plus, flagship processor, max settings kung max settings, matindi yung display, 1.5K resolution, LTPO, AMOLED display, up to 5,000 nits of brightness. Sheesh. And it's even got Vivo's own Blue Volt battery, 6,500 milliamperes. The main difference from a usual battery, ito, kahit malaki yung kanyang milliampere, very compact pa rin. Naisiksik sa isang 6.31-inch na cellphone. Can last a whole day and a half of heavy usage. Grabe, that's very durable. Speaking of durability, meron po siyang IP68 and 69 water and dust resistance. Meron din siyang military-grade shock resistance, Corning Gorilla Glass display, and up to 4 years security updates. The Vivo X200 FE is an impressive piece of device. And best of all, kalahati lang po siya ng presyo ng flagship ni Apple at flagship ni Samsung. 90 watts fast charging pa. Less than 1 hour yung full charge. This year, if you're gonna buy something na really worth it for your money, could this be it? Let's find out. Because binge and watching Unbox Diaries. Ooh. Let us do the unboxing. Syempre, similar to the Vivo X200 Pro last year, a flagship-like box. Inside, we're getting the actual phone. Agad-agad. Bongga. We're getting, a very nice case. Kakulay nung phone. High-end casing. Syempre, kasama ng mga papers dyan sa loob. Along with the SIM ejector pin, Type-C cable, with, very rare, 90 watts fast charger, kasama na sa box. Ibang flagship, wala na. Even yung mid-range ni Samsung, wala na. Pero ito, nice one, Vivo. Wait, check ko lang ha. Sheesh, ang ganda. By the way, this is the Blue Breeze color. Meron siyang black color, mas professional, black lux. Parehas pogi, mas maraming bibili ng black. What is this? Oh, wow! Meron siyang aura light portrait, ring light. Not the usual flash, ha? Now, at first glance, itong phone ay kamukhang-kamukha ni iPhone in every way. The iPhone 16 to be exact. Well, at least sa harapan. Wow. From the shape ng display, no sides, no likod, even the corners, this could very well be a new variant of the iPhone 16. Pero ay ZEISS, mas malupit yun. Yes, this is glass back. Metal body with the antenna bands all over. Magaan ang phone, 186 grams lang. And it's only 7.9 millimeters thin. Paano nagkasya yung 6,500 milliamperes dito? I think ang daming bibili nito. The phone is very compact. Maliit lang siya. Actually, most Android phones ay nasa 6.7 inch. Ito 6.31 inch lang. Sa sobrang compact niya, kaya mo i-close yung fingers mo ng ganyan around the phone. With this, ang dali lang po mag one-handed operation kapag ka nag-chat ka or nag-type. Now, all I can say is, guys, I'm really falling in love with the design kasi ito yung mga design talaga na gusto ko. Siyempre ako, hindi ako masyado big fan ng mga 3D curved displays. Gamer kasi ako, guys. Gusto ko flatline display ko. And of course, if you're coming from an iPhone 13, 15, if you use it like this, you will feel right at home. Ka-shape na ka-shape talaga. Pati yung lock screen. Even the pill-shaped camera at the back reminds me of the iPhone 16. Meron pa siyang tatlong camera, no? Meron siyang 50 megapixel main camera, another 50 megapixel telephoto camera, and an 8MP ultra-wide-angle lens. And this is the Aura Light Portrait Flash. Medyo saktuhan lang po siya kapag ginamit mo siya as flashlight dito sa command center or control center. Pero kapag ginamit mo siya sa camera, kaya pa niyang mas lumakas pa ng parang ganyan. Ooh, sobrang bright. And you can even change the color temperature. Impressive. Parang yung kay Vivo V series. Kahit mo ka swimming pool, kahit mag-swimming ka, okay pa rin yan. Very durable, drop resistant. Kahit ka. Joke lang. It's still okay. Kala mo Pero I wanna show you the camera agad. Now last year, I think the Vivo X200 Pro was the best camera in the world. 2024. Pero kasi it was big, it was massive. Not many like its design. Pero ngayon, nilagay na yung kanyang camera prowess dito sa mas maliit, mas compact na body, pero hindi siya yung same 200MP Apple ZEISS telephoto camera. It's got a ZEISS main camera, 50MP Sony IMX921 sensor, Sony IMX flagship. Syempre, the 50MP ZEISS Super telephoto camera. Sony IMX882 na to. Malaki rin yung sensor, pang low light din. At syempre, yung kanyang 8MP ultra wide angle lens, meron siyang 0.6x. And lastly, a 50MP selfie camera. Very clear. And of course, the photos. Ito na po siya. The photos are as you'd expect sa isang flagship smartphone. More camera-like, less process ng itsura. You will be impressed in the ZEISS style dito. Meron siya tatlong styles dito. Meron siyang texture, vivid, at ZEISS. Now the default is vivid. Pero mas gusto ko yung ZEISS. Mas natural, mas realistic yung itsura, mas professional, mas close to the eye. What I've noticed dito sa Vivo camera na to is kung gaano ka-professional yung dating ng mga photos. If you're coming from a mid-range phone or the iPhone, talagang alam mo na very processed ang itsura nun. Sobrang tinataasan yung contrast, the sharpness is there. Pero what if we don't want that? What we want is more pro-like. Finally, a phone you can count on if you want serious results. By the way, kina-compare ko siya kay iPhone po yung kanyang low light. And as you can see, mas maganda po ang low light capability ni Vivo X200 FE. Mas maaliwalas po yung itsura. Mas even yung lighting ng room. And it's a tad sharper. At syempre, ginamit ako ng night mode. Mas malupit, mas klaro, mas sharp ang photo with the night mode. Pero this is something na hindi kayang gawin ni iPhone. I'm not sure why. But the Vivo X200 FE can go as high as 100 times zoom. 100 times zoom with stability. Yes, meron pa siyang 100x zoom. It's even got the stage mode, similar to the Vivo X200 Pro. Now this feature is kilalang-kilala dun sa stage mode ni Vivo X200 Pro, na kahit madilim, kahit may concert, very sharp pa rin yung images nung pangyayari dun sa concert. Like for example, gusto mong picturean yung idol mo, kumakanta, sumasayaw, klarong-klaro pa rin siya. It will give you clarity, and good color pa. Para syempre, proud na proud kang i-upload sa Instagram. Na yung pinaklarong zoom dito is yung kanyang 3x zoom. Optical zoom po yan. Ito po yung perfect for portrait shots, which is ito yung gagamitin mo sa portrait mode. And guys, nagbabalik po yung mga ZEISS filters, ZEISS styles. Yung blurry background ni ZEISS, ayan, yung mga dreamy, biotar, planar, sonar, andyan po siya. That dreamy, creamy background blur na hindi mo makita sa ibang phone. Only from ZEISS. Meron din siyang 85mm dito at 100mm. Siyempre, for more close-up, more intimacy, or kung ayaw masyadong malapit ka sa subject. Pero to guys, tignan mo to punta sa photo mode, tapos meron ditong arrow sa ilalim, boom! Meron po siyang street photography mode. And with this is a much more advanced portrait mode with more controls, like para siyang pro mode guys. Tapos meron siyang special interface dito, parang camera talaga, with control for aperture, shutter speed, white balance. May mga preset pa dito na pwede mong galaw-galawin. It's pretty cool. At pwede mo siyang lagyan ng mga ZEISS filters. And you can take photos as sophisticated, as professional as these photos using the telephoto camera. Meron pa siyang ultra-wide angle lens, 8MP, 0.6x. Ayan po siya guys. If want mong kita lahat. Landscape shots, group photo, walang problema. Meron naman siya. Gumagana pa rin yung size filter sa 0.6x. No problem. Syempre, just like the Vivo X200 Pro, kompletong-kompleto. It's even got snapshot mode, yung kapag mayroong mabilis na dumadaan, click mo lang, paprocess niya, and it will take a very sharp frame of that photo. Pang shoot ng sports car, motor, anything na mabilis. Meron siyang pro mode din if you want more flexibility. Super moon ito. Astro mode, nagbabalik. Portrait video. And the video itself, ito syempre meron siyang up to 4K 60 frames per second. Impressive. Kaya lang yung kanyang EIS or ultra steady mode ay up to 1080p 60 frames per second. Pero syempre, alam niyo na yan, Vivo has that gimbal-like stabilization on video. Impressive still, even in 2025. Well, masarap mag-vlog dito. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. And this is the quality you're gonna get sa selfie camera. Sobrang klaro, diba? At ang ganda ng white balance ko. Hindi ako smurf, hindi ako bluish. Tama-tama lang. At may beautification pa. Love it. That was 0.8x sa video. Parang hindi masyadong malapit sa mukha. Kita-kita ba yung half body? Okay, so ito naman yung rear camera, 50MP. And as you can see, it's very stable naman and very clear. Ganda na quality, promise. You will love the video. Nice. At pwede bang walang AI features to? Yes, meron siyang AI features just like the other flagship phones with the Vivo AI Image Studio. Meron siyang AI Magic Move. You can actually move subjects, drag and resize as desired. AI will smartly fill the background for a seamless blend. Meron din siyang AI Image Expander. Kung putol-putol yung kamay mo, yung ulo mo, siya na yung mag-fill in the blanks. Ayan. I-expand niya lang yung image. If you want to see more of your surroundings, it will fill in the blanks, which is very magical. At syempre, yung AI Erase or AI Reflection Erase, pwede niyang i-erase yung mga photo bomber sa likod or mga unwanted reflections sa photo. Guys, if you love the photos and videos na nakita mo kanina, then I think that's the main reason kung bakit mo siya bibilhin in the first place. Pero kung hindi, kung gaming naman gusto mo, meron naman siya dito. Pang malakas naman siya. Na syempre, sa display muna tayo. The display is magnificent. 1.5K resolution, AMOLED display na po to. 120Hz refresh rate display. Ka-shape na ka-shape ni iPhone. Bezels are very thin. Watching movies is a joy. Very sharp. Very vibrant. Immersive ang movies. Sobrang sagad na sagad tingnan on this display. Even the graphics sa mga games, sobrang tindi. Ang taas ng PPI 460 PPI. Na because mataas yung kanyang PPI, 460, at mas siksik yung kanyang image, guys, ang sharp tingnan ni Mobile Legends dito or ni HOK. Now, while playing both games, talagang feel ko na halos wala nang pagbagal talaga ako naramdaman. And if you're coming from iPhone or Samsung, you will feel right at home. Parang halos lahat ng mga phones ngayon, same na yung mga shape nila, same na yung form factor. So parang, parang hindi ako siya nag-change ng phone And it just looks so good, it's so sharp, and so responsive na display niya. Walang mistouch? You will love this display. At grabe yung brightness. Kinumper ko siya kay iPhones. Oh my God! Mas bright pa siya. Mas malupit pa ang brightness niya kay iPhone. Halos nabulag na ako sa 50%. 50% pa lang parang, whew. And while watching very dark movies, kitang-kita pa rin yung details dun sa very dark areas, mga horror movies. It's really impressive. Now, performance-wise, it's not gonna be as fast as Snapdragon 8 Elite, 8 Gen 3. But the score sa Antutu benchmark, 1.8 million. That is significant already for most games sa Play Store. Guys, I'm not even sure kung meron na tayong difference na nakikita pa. After 1.6, 1.7 million, parang halos wala na. I've compared it sa mga ibang phones na mayroong Snapdragon 8 Elite, 8 Gen 3, kahit Dimensity 8400, parang ang hirap nang i-distinguish yung difference. Now, while playing Mobile Legends, HOK, wala na talaga guys. As in, wala ng lag, wala ng frame drops, ultra pa yan, highest settings possible. Kung mabagal pa rin yung laro nyo, kayo na yung problema. Baka di kayo makasabay sa cellphone na to. Kung jungle ka, ito na lang bili mo. Sa Call of Duty, this one I really appreciated. Talagang sobrang optimized niya for Call of Duty. Yes, meron pa siyang up to ultra frame rates, frame rate adjustment on, up to 120 FPS in medium graphics. Madalas, low graphics lang po kapag ganito. But yes, kaya po niya mag-medium graphics. Pero if you want the highest graphical capabilities possible, meron pa siyang max graphics at max frame rates. Kaya po niya. And the gameplay is just so beautiful, so PC-like. Tapos yung sound quality guys, naku. By the way ito ay very comparable na sa mga flagship phones ni Samsung, ni Apple. It really sounds like a very big speaker. Buong-buo, with bass pa. And its clarity sa footsteps, talagang rinig mo. Especially kapag malapit na sa inyo. And yes, dual speakers naman po siya. At tapos ko, masarap maglaro kasi malit na yung phone, kung malit na naman din kamay nyo, saktong-sakto lang guys. Pero yun, if you really think that masyado siya maliit, kung malaki yung fingers nyo, if you want more space to work with sa inyong mga fingers kapag nagkukodem kayo, this could be a challenge. 6.31 inch lang po yung display niya. Pero performance-wise, wala masabi. It's just so buttery smooth, graphically very impressive. Parang sa Genshin Impact, high settings kaya po niya, walang problema. 60 FPS, even with the boss fight. Kahit marami nangyari sa screen at the same time with a lot of effects, very rare siyang bumaba sa 60 FPS. It is that impressive. Pero basta ko medyo nag-warm siya na konti, no? May konting pag-init siya kapag high settings talaga. Ito na siya for Crystal of Atlan. Very smooth din po siya, high settings kaya niyan po. Which means this phone is powerful enough for most games in the Play Store. Like 99%. Pwede kang mag-emulator dito kung gusto mo. Hindi pala lang ang Dimensity NANDITO 300 Plus, no? Isa pang malaking pros dito is ang tagal maubos na kanyang battery. So, syempre, ang laking tulong ng LTPO AMOLED display niya. Kasi nga guys, kapag hindi mo siya ginagamit, naka-always on display siya ng ganyan. 1 Hz lang gamit niya, very few nits of brightness, so it uses very little power. That is why ang tagal maubos ng kanyang battery. We've tried it with many applications na, Spotify, YouTube. Guys, ang tagal talaga maubos ng kanyang battery. And I still don't get how they were able to put that massive battery inside of this very compact device. Kaya pala, ito pala ay Blue Volt battery technology. Bagong-bago yan, Vivo. That is Vivo's own battery tech. Equipped with double the silicon content of its predecessor. Guys, mas maliit na yung kanyang battery, doble yung kanyang energy density. They were able to put in much more silicon content than its predecessor at this size. By the way guys, ito pa ay Android 15. Latest FunTouch OS na po siya. Guys, I'm very excited sa future ni Vivo. Very few companies are able to innovate at this scale. ZEISS camera is affordable, even beats Apple and Samsung. Blue Volt battery, double the power, half the size. Very optimized software. Oh, by the way, the software is up to 4 years daw of software updates, security patches, and things like that. Kaya nga meron siyang bagong patch eh. So you're sure na after 4 years, okay pa rin siya. Pero okay ba siya for the price? Ito na po siya. The Vivo X200 FE 12512 is only 44,999 pesos only. That is almost half ng S25 Ultra and the iPhone 16 Pro Max. So what do you think? Bibili ka ba ng Vivo X200 FE? Let me know guys in the comments below. But this, for me, is the flagship phone to get if less than 50k ang hanap mo. Malay mo may sale nito sa mga live natin. Ush, mas mura pa makuha. Kaysa mag-iPhone ka, mag-Samsung ka, you're getting so much more for much less. If you want to see more videos just like this one, mag-subscribe ka lang, hit the bell icon so that you don't miss any of my great content. When you're watching Unbox Diaries. Ooh.